Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Insider Financial Talks Penny Stocks. My name is Alex Carlson. I will be your host today. I am the editor-in-chief of InsiderFinancial.com, and today we are going to be discussing four penny stocks on the run. They are Aeterna, Zentaris, AEZS on the NASDAQ, Alpine Technologies, ALPP on the OTC Markets, Enzolytics, ENZC on the OTC Markets, and Ocugen, OCGN on the NASDAQ. But before we get into that, we have a few housekeeping issues. We have no business relationship with any company whose stock is mentioned in this video. Insider Financial and myself are not investment advisors, and this video does not provide investment advice. Always do your own research, make your own investment decisions, or consult with your nearest financial advisor. This video is not a solicitation to buy, sell, or hold securities. This video is meant for informational and educational purposes only and does not provide investment advice. For more information, please read our full disclaimer at insiderfinancial.com/disclaimer. With that out of the way, remember to go and smash the thumbs up button if you like this video. Hit the red subscribe button and the little notification bell to be notified when we go live with a new video. Also, go over to signup.insiderfinancial.com. This is where subscribers get first look at stocks we're going to be covering. Stocks like MMMEDF at 63 cents, ENZC at 0.014, ALPP at 7.5 cents, and TSNP under a penny. Once you enter your email, if you are in the U.S., you can then sign up with your mobile number to get our SMS text alerts. If you are outside the U.S., don't worry. You will still get our email alerts. The SMS service only works for U.S. numbers. It's not our decision. It is our service provider. And with that out of the way, let's dive right in. Guys, what can I say about the OTC markets? It has just been on fire. On my watch list, look at this. GTEH was up 197% yesterday. NECA was up 136%. MINE 136%. INND 129%, WDLF 104%, REZZF 98%, SFOR 92%, ASTI 87%. I mean, this is just incredible moves. If you follow me, watched my videos, I always tell people, be cautious, book profits when you can. Don't take all your money off the table, but, you'll never go broke taking a profit. And, it just seems like foolish advice right now, what's going on in the OTC markets. I mean, everything is going up. So, guys, ride it as long as we can, because eventually a bear market is going to come. Please don't ever say, oh, this time is different. I've been doing this 30 years. It's just a great time to make money. We're here to take advantage of it. At some point, it's not going to be this easy, but until things change, we're gonna keep riding it as long as we can. I always try to, teach, and it's important because you are running your own trading business, and it's important to learn to earn. If you really want to be successful, the more you know, the more you will make. And, trading penny stocks, it's not the same as trading blue chips. This is not like buying Apple or Berkshire Hathaway. These are risky investments. What we try to preach and what we try to advocate is finding the momentum before it happens and then being patient. And, by getting in before the big run, you're not susceptible to intraday moves, getting shaken out. We look for, good quality penny stocks that you can sort of relax and that have good, triple digit potential. And, we recommend that it's best to own a portfolio of quality penny stocks. For some, that can be as many as 10 to 20 or more penny stocks. If you have $10,000 to invest, we don't recommend going in all on one or just two penny stocks. That's gambling, that's risky. The stocks on my watch list that I just ran down, some of these are going to go to zero. And that's what I mean. It's not the same as trading blue chips. I mean, blue chips, Apple or Berkshire Hathaway are not going to zero. Penny stocks can and will go to zero. So, you just have to keep that in mind. And, if you have $10,000, investing, across 10 or 20, that means, $500 to $1,000 in each position, depending on how it, how you want to aggressive you want to go, or how diversified you want to be. Look, $1,000, in a TSNP. Look what that gave you. You know what I mean? 19,000% gains. $1,000 in ALPP. 9,600% gains. Guys, these are, this is 100 bagger, 200 baggers. I mean, these are just immense returns. So, if you get in early, it doesn't take much to become a huge winner if you catch that right one. And, that's what we do here at Insider Financial. We're hunting for, these types of picks. And this is what, if you're looking to play the long game, this is what works. By being diversified, having a basket of good quality penny stocks, you will survive in the long run. And it's similar to how a venture capitalist works. A venture capitalist, they approach it like this. They'll invest across, 10 or 20 private companies. Some will go bankrupt. Some will break even, but there's, 3 or 4 that are absolute home runs, and they make up for the ones that go belly up and the ones they break even on. So if you have that mentality, you will do very well. And, as I said, we're not day traders here. I don't like the intraday moves. I much more prefer the Warren Buffett style of investing. I enjoy the research. I enjoy looking at hundreds of penny stocks each week, trying to find the best alerts for my subscribers. So, it doesn't work for me. But, if you're interested, and you want to day trade and supplement your income, there's a link in the description for the folks over at True Trading Group. They go live 6 days a week. They don't do OTC, so, we specialize mostly in OTC. We also do NASDAQ, NYSE penny stocks, but, they do no OTC, and, it's something that, you can diversify your income if you're looking for additional income. Check them out. They do the live stream, and if it's right for you, sign up. If not, no big deal. And, the reason that we do both OTC and NASDAQ or NYSE is that, there's always a bull market somewhere. And we feel that it's best to play both markets. We hate when, we see an investor pigeonhole themselves into the corner and say, I only trade OTC, or I only trade NASDAQ or NYSE pennies. There's opportunities in both markets, and, we want everyone to be able to take advantage of wherever the opportunity is. Last year, for the first half, it was more profitable to trade the NASDAQ pennies than OTC. And we captured runs in SRNE, NEO, INO, IBIO, WKHS, and many others. And then once the summer came, many of those COVID runners, they couldn't find any more momentum. Then we pivoted to OTC and caught runs in, TSNP, ENZC, MMMEDF, CBDD, many others. And, right now, just keep playing both markets. There's no shortage of multi-baggers. I mean, yesterday OTC was extremely hot. NASDAQ was good with OCGN, AEZS. It just takes one or two big winners, and, if you trounce the indices. So, be patient, pick the right ones, and, you'll do very well. So with that out of the way, let's dive right in. And one that is really running is AEZS. It opened the new year at 42 cents a share, and it hasn't looked back. It's running. It's an emerging COVID-19 vaccine player, and there's only 62 million shares in the float. AEZS, they have an exclusive option agreement to evaluate a potential COVID-19 vaccine developed by one of Germany's leading research universities. The vaccine technology uses the typhoid fever vaccine as a carrier strain and has the potential to be an orally active bacterial vaccine. So orally active is huge. Can be administered orally through pill form. It doesn't require the storage or the transportation of the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines that need to be stored at extremely cold temperatures. So this could be huge news. And the use of the dual antigens in one vaccine strain is also may lower the likelihood of the evolution of resistant viral mutants. So this is huge news because what we're seeing with the South Africa variant, the UK variant, these are stronger than the original SARS-CoV out of Wuhan. So we need to be able to attack these new mutations. And the CEO of AEZS, he said, while vaccines for COVID-19 have been developed, we believe there is an opportunity for improvement. That includes the potential to develop a more cost-effective oral alternative with less onerous storage requirements than the currently approved COVID-19 vaccines. We are optimistic that results from further studies of this new vaccination approach may offer a much-needed, safe, and effective immunization alternative against COVID-19. Aeterna will contribute its expertise and experience in preclinical development and GMP-compliant manufacturing to the project. And right now the shorts have already jumped in. 8.37% of the float is short. With a market cap just 200 million, this one's going to be an easy one for the Reddit, the Wall Street Bets crew on Reddit to squeeze. Moving on, number 2 is ALPP. This has just been a huge winner for our subscribers. We profiled last year. There's a link in the description last February when it was just 7.5 cents. And this is really what we mean when we say find the momentum before it happens. You had thrown 500 or $1,000 in ALPP. It was and just being patient, you caught an incredible run. So patience pays. ALPP, it's running as the company prepares to uplist to NASDAQ. OTC to NASDAQ plays are some of the best plays you're going to get in the market, because once the company hits the NASDAQ, institutions can more easily purchase shares. So you're getting a lot of momentum players, retail investors jumping on board before that new influx of cash comes into buy ALPP. And as I've said here repeatedly, markets move on supply and demand. More buyers, stock price goes up. More sellers, stock price goes down. And, the company's communicating on Twitter on January 16th. They put out this tweet, ALPP shareholders, your support in the market is paving the way to an organic NASDAQ uplisting. We are with you. So huge news, and congrats to all ALPP shareholders. And, ALPP had even given you an opportunity after that news. It dipped down to $3 here. So you caught the dip, before the move. So, as we've said here repeatedly, if you miss the move in any of these, don't chase. Wait for the dips on red days to load up, and ALPP, as you see here, it gave you that opportunity. So if you weren't in here, you missed this run up here, you got a retracement down here, then another run up, retracement, another run up. We're going to get another retracement. So if you miss this move, up to $9, just be patient and wait for another dip. Don't go chasing. I have to repeat that. Don't chase markets. And what's been driving ALPP has been the acquisition of Impossible Aerospace. It closed in December. It also brought Impossible Aerospace founder Spencer Gore into the ALPP family. And this guy's a rock star. He served as a battery design engineer at Tesla, where he developed the world's longest range electric vehicle battery for the Model S. He's worked with Tesla and SpaceX, so he knows Elon Musk, and he's going to help execute on the growing demand from the U.S. Air Force for drones. And we said back in December, if you had missed the one in February, but we came in December, and we were bullish on ALPP, and we said that the rally was going to keep going, and still, we're expecting a retracement, but we think new highs are still in store. Look at everything that ALPP is going on. They now have over 24,000 shareholders throughout Europe and a growing shareholder base in Asia. They're forecasting 42 to 55 million in revenues this year. They're NASDAQ bound. They're looking at acquisitions that can add another 25 to 40 million in revenue. And, the founder and CEO, Kent Wilson, he's an expert on DMAIC, Six Sigma, and lean proficiency. So, these are the strategies Jack Welch used to build GE, and this is what Kent Wilson's looking to do with ALPP, and he's doing it. It's building, delivering big revenues, and they're on track to 42 to 55 million this year. So we really like ALPP, and this is a great winner for everyone. So congrats to all that got in. Penny stock number 3 is ENZC. This has been another incredible winner for Insider Financial subscribers. We talked about it in October. We talked about the merger with Bioclinetics. We said it was a perfect merger on October 6th. And why we like ENZC so much, and we laid out in our bullish thesis, was around monoclonal antibodies. And there's a video here where Dr. Fauci talks about monoclonal antibodies for COVID-19, and that's what he's focused on. And this is what we need to be produced to defeat the COVID-19. And ENZC is making news in this area, as they just announced it has identified 7 additional conserved expectedly immutable sites on the HIV virus, against which it plans to produce targeted anti-HIV monoclonal antibodies. Dr. Fauci is an expert on HIV. He has said that there's similarities between COVID-19 and HIV. So there's ENZC is at the forefront of this. And the company's primary anti-HIV monoclonal antibody targets one conserved site on the HIV virus, which site is 98% conserved. Overall, 87,000 HIV isolates, which have been curated by the company using AI. Additional conserved target sites have now been identified against which fully human anti-HIV monoclonal antibodies will be produced in its lab at Texas A&M University. The significance of producing multiple monoclonal antibodies is recognized by experts as a critical approach to effective therapy, and this will allow administration of a cocktail of antibodies, all targeting conserved and expectedly immutable sites. Also, the company's genetics and molecular biology data science team is now screening more than 275,000 coronavirus isolates to identify conserved sites which also are immutable. Company says from this information, coronavirus monoclonal antibodies will be produced. The significance of producing monoclonal antibodies against conserved target sites and targeted virus is also made evidenced by the mutant strains of the coronavirus in U.S., South Africa, Brazil, UK, and around the world. So the same virus mutation exists with HIV as well as other well-known viruses. And as a virus mutates, a therapeutic becomes ineffective when it neutralizes by attacking a site that changes. And by attacking an immutable site, a therapeutic is not affected by the mutation. This is well understood by the necessity to produce a new flu vaccine with each flu season, namely because the flu virus mutates. Producing therapeutics that target a conserved site on virus makes possible the production of a therapeutic that is not rendered ineffective by virus mutation, and therefore can be applied successfully both universally around the world and durably over time. So, it's really making big moves, and neutralizing monoclonal antibodies against these viruses is the solution. And the significance of this approach is well recognized by experts in virology due to the ability of all viruses to mutate and render ineffective initially developed therapeutics. We last talked about, we came out on in January, and we talked about ENZC. They had gotten a hit piece from Seeking Alpha. Well, we rebutted that, and we got another rally on ENZC after we came out with our article. So that came out on January 30th. January 29th, it closed at 17 cents. And then had you just read our article, got our alert, it just got a tremendous rally from here. So, this was another example of you got the move here, a retracement, and then another rally. So that's what's happening, guys, right now. And this is how you make money in these markets. Right now, there's one setback for the company. They're having some issues in Bulgaria. They have to redo the test there. But what we like about what's going on in Bulgaria is that it's recognized under the mutual recognition agreement between the FDA and by the FDA and the EU for medicinal products for human use subject to limitations. So this allows, it's basically a backdoor and a faster pathway to FDA approval. So, by the company doing the testing in Bulgaria, it's cheaper. We're expecting an update from the company shortly on how that's progressing. So they're on it. As Chief Scientific Officer said, with the Bulgarian Drug Administration joining the EMA and being recognized under the MRA with the FDA, once we have successfully finished the permitting process, the company will be able to pursue FDA approval for ITV-1. We are currently investigating the required steps, but feel confident that this is a viable option for the ITV-1 patent therapy. So, again, a little setback, but we think it's just a little blip on the radar screen. Lastly, penny stock number 4 is OCGN. We had issued this report when the stock was just at $2.77. We said back in January that the Bharat Biotech was the real deal. And it took investors a month to wake up, but it was all there for everyone to research. It was even in the New York Times that they said that Bharat Biotech's vaccine kills the virus. And its Covaxin works by teaching the immune system to make antibodies against the SARS-CoV-2 coronavirus. So, this was known to us back in January. This is about finding the, again, as I repeat, finding the momentum before it happens and then being patient. So those that got in at 277 saw a nice rally here in OCGN. So got in early and got the nice move higher. They basically, what happened is that OCGN, they finalized their deal with Bharat, but it was well known that it was going to happen. OCGN, they have the U.S. rights to the vaccine, and they're responsible for clinical development, the regulatory approval, including EUA, and commercialization for the U.S. market. Bharat Biotech will supply the initial doses upon the EUA, and the profits, OCGN will retain 45% of the profits. We still like OCGN as a $1.59 billion market cap, and 9.5% of the float is short. So we expect the shorts keep getting squeezed. Once we get the EUA and start rolling out this vaccine, they're really going to get squeezed. So we still like OCGN, but if you missed this rally, be patient. You'll get another opportunity on the dip. And to sum it all up, I mean, you know, right now, these 4 penny stocks are hot right now. There's a lot of opportunities in the markets right now. We're working hard to take advantage of them, you know, as much as we can for our subscribers. We're doing a lot of research. Got an alert coming soon. I got a few things that I really like. Continuing my research, so make sure you are signed up at signup.insiderfinancial.com. is where you get a first look before regular readers. So we don't post the alert on social media. It's only for our subscribers that are signed up via email and SMS. So make sure you're on our list. You know, lastly, you know, stay safe. Wear a mask, social distance. Hopefully this pandemic is over by the summer. We will get through this, and you know, in the meantime, guys, ride the markets, the especially the OTC markets. We're going to keep riding as long as we can, because it's just an incredible market, and there's no shortage of runners, and it looks there's no stopping the OTC markets right now. So make sure you're on that list, and let's make a bunch of money. So with that being said, wish everyone a profitable trading week. Take care, and I'll be coming soon to you live with a new video shortly. Thanks, and take care. Bye-bye.